Mr. Fulmount Rumbles.
To ask the Scottish Executive whether it will reconsider its priorities for the establishment of a grade-separated junctions following the publication of figures showing that between 1999 and 2009 there were no fatalities at all at the Broxton, Inverarmond and Keir roundabouts, compared with 4 fatalities on the A90 at Laurencekirk.
Stevenson.
The grade separation of the Broxton, Inverarmond and Keir roundabouts are primarily about improvements related to relieving congestion and reducing journey times on the A9. These improvements also form part of a strategy for upgrading the A9 between Stirling and Perth, where, tragically, 27 fatalities have occurred between 1999 and 2009. Regarding Laurencekirk, following the upgrade of the main A90 junction in 2005, we've made further safety improvements this year and will continue to keep the situation under close review.
Mike Rumbles.
Presiding Officer, you may wish to know that Mr Graham, father of Jamie Graham, one of those who has tragically died at Laurencekirk, is in the gallery at the moment. To the Minister in 2008, he told the Transport Committee that the need for a flyover on the A90 at Laurencekirk was on the radar. That was the 16th of December 2008. But we have to target our safety interventions where the need is greatest. Does he genuinely believe that the need for safety improvements where there have been no fatalities is greater at these 3 locations than at Laurencekirk, where we've had 4 fatalities and many serious accidents, including Jamie Graham, whose life was lost?
Sir.
The member is correct to quote me from 2008. We have, of course, made further investments in relation to the 3 junctions at Laurencekirk, precisely with the aim of improving safety in those areas. That is something which from 2005 we saw a period of 4 years without a fatality, showing that the previous improvements had made a real difference. We believe the improvements we've now made and are conducting further safety investigations on in the next few weeks will similarly make a difference. Obviously, any fatality on our road network is a fatality too many. And I very much extend sympathy to Mr Graham, who is in the public gallery, and of course to all people who have lost their lives across Scotland's road network.
Alex Johnson.
Will the Minister accept that while there have been no fatalities at the junction with the A90 and the A937 since the junction improvements were instigated, that they were only ever likely to be temporary and that the risk is still there? Further, will he tell me if he has yet considered my proposal for the inclusion of these junction improvements with the contracts with the AWPR?
Minister.
I absolutely acknowledge that driving on our roads across Scotland is not an entirely risk-free operation. That is why we focus on areas where we can see there are particular concerns and why we've taken the actions that we have in relation to the 3 junctions at Laurencekirk. In relation to finance, we will clearly be seeing our situation for finance next week when the Cabinet Secretary brings forward budget proposals. But let me just remind the Chamber, Presiding Officer, that our top priority in the Strategic Transport Projects Review for investment in our surface transport network was to act on safety concerns above economic concerns, above any other concerns. And that will continue to be our priority in the period after the budget, as it has been in the period before.